Taurus, welcome to your full moon in Leo reading, and we'll just start right off. So, your first card you got out was Intuition 2 2, and also right after that came this Pluto card, which is the home of Scorpio, which is also your opposite sign. So, right off the bat, this energy is starting out telling you to tap more into your opposite side, your internal side of Scorpio, where intuition rules you instead of the physical, practical world. This is a time that's causing you to have to really start listening to your inner voice more, um, to do the changes that may be very uncomfortable for you. For you to look at certain areas of your life where change is just a must at this point. In order for you to get what you want, to get what you need, you have to get to the point where you're like, be honest with yourself, which is also a characteristic of Scorpio. They're very, very honest people, um, especially about their emotions and how they truly feel. You have to be honest about where you are and how you truly feel being there. And it's like you already know this time is uncomfortable for you, and the change that you may have to make is something that you're not one used to, and anything not used to that a Taurus is used to is uncomfortable, is a bit fearsome. So it's causing you to have to look at these certain areas, and specifically the areas that you may have to look at are your areas dealing with the 11th house, which 11th house is all about friendship. It's about your hopes and wishes and your dreams. It's about your status in the world, how you're seen by other people, and how you're authentically yourself, and how bringing your authentic self to the world, how it affects the world around you. So I think your intuition is guiding you a lot to where you need to change, where you need to be open to change and transformation when it has to deal with your friend circle, the people around you, and how that influences you. Um, Also, maybe the job that you're doing, maybe, or just the things that you're going after, having to take a deeper look into why you really want those things. If you still want those things, and if you do, good, but are you really putting in the work and the time and the effort to get those things to manifest? Because full moon of Leo is all about that creative side, that genuine side, that heartfelt side, that authentic side of us that just wants to be expressed. So are you able to express yourself fully in whatever you're pursuing to do, whatever goals that you have, whatever time or whatever goal that you're putting your time and effort and energy into manifesting? Is that what you really want? And like I said, if so, then are you putting in the real work, time, and effort to make that a possibility? Um, yeah, so you got your own card coming out in your reading, the Hierophant, which is talking about that Taurus energy, having to really, and it's so ironic because this is the Hierophant card, this is Taurus, yet in this card I always definitely see him channeling and talking to Source, talking to Divine, talking to God, where he's getting his messages from, and that's nothing more than intuition. I feel like the Hierophant card is nothing more than that balance of Taurus and Scorpio energy, where you're very practical, but you're getting your guidance, you're getting your understanding of how to move forward and how to allow these changes to happen as fluid as they possibly can from spirit. And you get the message from spirit, then you do the practical work in your life to make that dream come true. And that's exactly what you're doing. Queen of Cups is also about, I see this bird talking to her, and it's like, yet again, getting that message, stepping into this much more receptive place of receiving the guidance that you need to move forward, because you know that this is a time that's very uncomfortable. You know this is a time where you need help, and it's okay to ask for it. It's okay to be open to receiving it, because once you do receive it, things will start moving very quickly for you with this Eight of Staff, this Eight of Wands card. It's talking about being divinely guided. It's talking about knowing what steps to take and being able to confidently take them at a fairly quick pace, maybe more than you're used to, because you're sure about what you want. You're sure about what's being told to you. And then it allows you to get back to this 11th house place, this Aquarius space with the star, which is going to grant you the wishes that you really do want, as long as you know that's what you really do want. And as long as you're aligned with those goals genuinely. And how you align with those goals is, like I said, not only being open to receiving the messages from divine spirit, but also then putting in the work and the time and the effort, the physical stuff, the actual practical real stuff, to get those dreams to come true. Which is something that I think you actually really love to do. What Taurus is really good at is working hard and working for the things that they want. But like I said, right now it's causing you to be a little more divinely guided than just putting in the typical type of work that you do. Yeah, and this may cause you to have to be a little less harmonious than what you're used to. You know, Venus is your ruling planet. So it may have you in a more defensive stance, only against the things that aren't serving your effort that you're putting into the goals and the new vision that you see for yourself. It's causing you to have to stand up for what you believe in. Again, never putting too much effort into defending as much as putting effort into the thing that you're defending, and keeping yourself protected for, which is, like I said, your goals, your new way of living in this life for yourself. And I think once you really do that, you'll be able to get very clear and put up the proper boundaries, so you'll have more time, more energy, more focus onto giving to the things that fulfill you emotionally. With this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Cups is talking about something that is very fulfilling to you. It's something that is very abundant in gifts. And yet again, coming from this place of intuition, it's allowing you to get it. It's like getting the abundance of what you want based on continuously following what you truly want at your heart space, if that makes sense. It's about you understanding that you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to get out of your own way, if it means that you know what you want, but you know the things that you have to do to get there, and those things that you may have to do are very uncomfortable, very unusual. Is not your usual. It's getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. It's making the unusual usual right now, so you could complete this cycle, the Wheel of Fortune. In order for you to get the fortune that you want, the true wishes, the true wants, the true desires that you have to do the works. You have to go through the motions. You have to complete this cycle. You have to allow the wheel to turn instead of trying to stay in one place at one time. So this could be relationships, this could be a job, this could be just a mentality, this could be a job title, or just something that you've been holding on to that just may not be as well serving you as it once did. It's about coming out of the illusionary time with this Moon card in reverse, speaking to that Pisces energy of just dysfunction and confusion, and in your case, I feel like fantasy. It's like you know the truth already. You know maybe what you're pursuing, or that goal that's there is something that you no longer want, or there's some things about it that needs to change, yet you're being resistant to seeing it for what it really is. But this whole process is allowing you to do just that, to see this as something that isn't what you fully want anymore, and stop putting energy into trying to keep the goal up just for the goal's sake of what you really want, of what you know isn't what you really want anymore, and start putting it more into being more honest with what you want, and creating this new this new goal and this new way of getting there. All right, Taurus. So I hope they really help. Comment under, let me know how that resonates with you, and I'll talk to you later.